Previously, on keeping up with the Kenya Kwanza government.
There are a lot of Kenyans increasingly don't associate the truth with you.
That is your assessment because you have never associated the truth with me.
Being President William Ruto isn't for the faint-hearted. On the home front, he is desperately trying to win over a skeptical majority that remains largely unimpressed by his leadership.
Hii makelele mnasikia kwa hii mitandao na nini ni watu ambao walikuwa wanaibia sisi siku ya NHIF.
Internationally, he is now in hot water again. This time for his latest diplomatic gamble that has Washington sharpening its knives. Just days after Ruto played host to Sudan's paramilitary Rapid Support Forces RSF, offering them a platform within Kenya to sign their so-called transitional constitution, the United States has made it clear that such moves won't go unchallenged. The US Bureau of African Affairs took to Twitter to deliver a point rebuke warning that the US is deeply concerned by reports that the RSF and aligned actors have signed a transitional constitution for Sudan. Attempts to establish a parallel government are unhelpful for peace and security for the country and risk further instability and de facto partition of the country. In diplomatic terms, that's Washington saying, Ruto, what the hell are you doing? But why is the international community so alarmed by Kenya's warm embrace of RSF leaders? The answer lies in the RSF's blood-stained track record. The paramilitary group has been accused of a laundry list of human rights violations, massacres, rape, and forced displacement of civilians, particularly in Darfur. Their name is synonymous with terror and suffering. Yet, despite these glaring red flags, President Ruto appears to be rolling out the red carpet for them in Nairobi.
My good brother. Welcome to your other home. Thank you.
This latest controversy only adds to Ruto's growing credibility crisis. If his international standing is eroding, things at home aren't much better. In Mandera County, residents are up in arms, literally, over prolonged power outages. Furious protesters have taken to the streets, setting tires ablaze, tearing down billboards bearing Ruto's face, and threatening to escalate demonstrations unless the president delivers on the promises he made during his visit to northern Kenya.
The people of Mandera, especially Mandera town, who are in the month of Ramadan, have not had power since Ramadan actually began. As we speak right now, the people of Mandera town are going to Bulahawa to get their phones charged and buy cold water and cold drinks from Bulahawa, which is across in Somalia. It is very, very unfortunate that the people of Mandera East have been let down by Kenya Power, that there is no power as at
the
now.
Honorable Osoro, the Honorable Bayer, there's a very important matter being raised by a member of parliament, and you're supposed to respond to that.
Honorable Speaker, I am sure you know where Bulahawa is. It is sad that the people of Mandera town are going to get water, cold drinks, and charge their phones in another country because Kenya Power has failed to restore power in Mandera town. It is very, very unfortunate as we speak here. And this is the month of Ramadan, and people are fasting in this kind of heat, yet they can't get cold water in Mandera town because Kenya Power has failed to restore power for the last 2-3 weeks. And it's unfortunate that they are suffering. We want to plead and send a clear message to Kenya Power that they must move with speed, including even this evening, to ensure that there is no power in Mandera town. It's very sad. How do we get power in Somalia, where we say that probably is a failed state? It's not a failed state in terms of power. They're doing their things much better and organizing. How do we have power in Bulahawa? We don't have power in Mandera town. It's very sad. You
Honorable, yes, you made your point. Honorable Memusi, is it on the same? Yes. Are you on the same matter that was raised by the Honorable MP4?
Yes.
Yes, just go to where he is then. He's next to you. The mic next to you is working.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm actually shocked by the fact that Kenyans will be forced to cross over to a neighboring country.
Into Somalia.
Yes. A failed state. But Honorable Speaker, I support the MP. Kenya Power should act with urgency.
I hope the Honorable Osoro and Baya will respond to all this. But let's listen to Honorable Omulkhair, who comes from Mandera. She's a woman rep for Mandera. Please give her the mic.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to speak about the power outage in Mandera. As we speak, Mr. Speaker, knowing that we're in the month of Ramadan, the situation is dire. We have Mandera East, Mandera town, having no electricity for the last 48 hours non-stop. And knowing that it's the month of Ramadan, our people are suffering. They are getting ice blocks from across Bulahawa in Somalia. It's unfortunate and shameful. We had 2 gensets delivered by Kenya Power the last 1 month, and it hasn't been working. The supply and the demand, of course. The demand is higher, the supply is, of course, low. And we want Kenya Power to act with speed, because what they're trying to do is play around with the lives of people. We have people, healthcare paralyzed, and businesses collapsing, the elderly, of course, dying or getting shocks from heat waves, Mr. Speaker. Children in dire situation. Mandera, as we speak, even Mandera West, Honorable Speaker, as much as there's power, the situation is dire as well in terms of water. Our people are really suffering, and we want the government to act with speed, and Kenya Power to get their act together to ensure that power is restored in Mandera town. And I want to urge the people of Mandera to exercise restraint. I know they know that we've been trying, we've tried our best, but the Kenya Power and Lighting Company that is failing us, that they should have a lot of subra. Thank you.
You made your point, Mulkhair. The Honorable Osoro, you can.
For a man who campaigned on the slogan of a hustler nation, Ruto is increasingly looking like a leader who can't catch a break. Whether at home or abroad, the walls are closing in, and his balancing act is looking shakier by the day.